Hi, Chef Zac here again, and today we are going to be cooking some ground turkey sausage patties. Pretty simple kind of process. Step one, you're going to take your sausage, you're going to get a small little knife, and be sure to cut away from you. Just kind of crack it open, and then eject it from the package. And once you got everything all set out of there, now we're going to move on to our spices. There's a variety of different things you can use for it, but what I prefer is, we're going to start off with half a tablespoon of paprika, half a tablespoon of thyme, half a tablespoon of rosemary, quarter tablespoon of onion powder, quarter tablespoon of garlic powder, quarter tablespoon of cumin, quarter of salt, quarter pepper. Now you got everything in the pot. Let's go ahead and start mixing stuff. Now before you really haul off in here, make sure your hands are sanitary so we're not getting everyone sick. Just kind of start mixing everything together. Kind of the goal with this is to get the seasoning throughout the whole mix so you're not just on the outside. You want some strong flavor throughout the entire patty. 1 pound of turkey is going to make about 4 patties. And I'll show you how to separate that out. Step 1. It's best to do it on a side plate. We'll start off with, let's split our mix in half. It doesn't have to be absolutely pinpoint precise, but we're going to do our best. And then once you have it in half it again. Kind of just start patting it out and working the edges to make it a circle. Once you feel uncomfortable with it, set it aside and kind of keep working your other patties. All right, we got our 4th patty done. Before we kind of move on to the program, wash your hands. All right, now we can go back to work. All right, we're over at the stove top and we're about to turn it on. And a big thing to remember, that fire right there, it's gonna make that pan get hot. Hot things hot. Always be careful. Always be safe. Gonna hit with a little bit of our olive oil. So let's take one of our patties, slide it on in. Now, because the size of the patties, you're gonna be able to do more than one at once. However, you don't want to do all of them at once, because that overcrowds the skillet and that's how accidents happen. And hot things hot. You don't want hot things to be involved in accidents. So while we're cooking this, I'm going to kind of talk about the safety tips with this. So we're doing turkey today, which is considered poultry, much like chicken. And chicken has to be cooked to 165 if you have a thermometer handy. With thin patties like these, it's not going to take too long, but I'm going to show you a neat trick once it's done cooking on how to make sure you got these done. While that's going, considering this is getting hot, we're going to keep one of these handy. I don't know about you, but I really don't like burning myself. Don't feel scared if you feel like it's too hot. Go ahead and adjust your temperature a little bit if you need to. Give that good old flipperoo. Now if you come on in here, you can see that crispness on the outside is about what you're looking for. You can go a touch darker than that if you want to, but you definitely don't want to get any lighter than that. If it's lighter than that, more than likely you're not cooking all the way through the sausage patty. Now we're still playing the wait. Always be careful. Don't bring your pan to your platform you're putting on, whether it be a plate or my cutting board I'm using for our example, don't whip around with a saute pan. Always stay hot and behind so you're not whacking people with hot things or sharp things or even blunt things. Just don't go around hitting people with things. So while we're checking it, we're going to leave that off heat. And a knife to magically appear in my hand. Magical knife! Alright. So what we're kind of looking for is we're going to cut into it a little bit. I'm going to crack it open. Keep in mind, bear claw, crab pinch. You can see we're pretty close to there, but right there still looks kind of like raw turkey, doesn't it? So what we're going to do is just a simple, easy thing. Knife, set it aside. Bring your utensil back here. Let it go back in there for a little bit. Gonna turn it back on and keep it on low heat. If you're good with your crust, but you need the inside to keep cooking a little bit, turn down your heat. It won't burn the outside, but your inside will keep going. Also keep in mind, we just had raw poultry on this, so this is gonna be sanitized. So we're gonna go over here and submerge, rinse, and dry. All right, we have our sausage patties here now to enjoy, along with
pancakes.
And always be sure, once you're done eating, go ahead and clean up after yourself.
Bon appetit.